Guys, I'm going back in time. I'm going back in time. What? Screw this.